Hello YouTube, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today, am very hopeful about our chances, because I think that today we will reach the moon. And I know how we are going to do this. Because last episode I unlocked those radial decouplers, I can now go back to my big old 8 solid fuel boosters design. So that will be useful. So we're going to construct a new rocket to get to the moon. Now we haven't unlocked our landing struts or anything. So right now our objective is to get to the moon as opposed to land on the moon. And our grand goal for the future is to land on the moon. For that we will need landing struts, a small engine. Actually you can use a big one, but it's not so easy. So a small engine, landing struts, RCS, etc, etc. Right, I think this is all I need here. Yes, let's stick with those on. And a few more of these on. And a few of these on. No, that's not right, because I will be using these. And these wonderful things will allow these to be detached as soon as I've run out of fuel for them, which, as you can imagine, is quite useful. So we have these to launch, then I need these to also launch, so move these down, and I assume that's the radial decouplers here. Yes, and those four, we'll put them in the same stage, and then that. Right, this should get us fairly far. Once we put a rocket on the bottom, don't think I'm forgetting. And boom. We have a rocket. Now I'm going to see how far this gets. This isn't actually going to get us very far. Let's call it the lunar bound. Firstly, because it's bound to get to the moon eventually, and secondly, because we're taking leaps and bounds in our technology. So a nighttime launch makes no difference. SAS on, ship's fairly stable even without it on the launch pad. I was worried I'd have to... I forgot to put the engines in the right stage, that would be bad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Firstly, I hope these don't overheat massively. Secondly, I hope this tilt doesn't get too... Yep, it's severe. Yep. Can we... No. We can't. We might have to go with 6. What if I just put them right on top of each other? It means they're literally burning onto other fuel, but you know. The center of thrust isn't quite at the center. Oh no, it's center of thrust. Wow, it's one of them. Right, center of mass is fairly level. And if I move these... Oh god, that barely works. Here. I don't think it makes a difference. Either way, we'll try it like this. And I may just have to put on some little winglets somewhere. I guess I could fit some on here if I was to keep this design. I think it's just going to overheat them. Okay, yep, detach! For the love of God, detach that. Did you see how quickly that was overheating? Ah, that looks really nice and pretty. I forgot a parachute. This game. It's fun, but... Okay, back to the drawing board, or not quite. I knew I was forgetting something, just some kind of slightly important part. No, yeah, a parachute. Okay, we have winglets. I can't keep these rockets here. I'm determined I'm going to have 8 solid fuel boosters on this tiny rocket. It will happen. So if I do this, then we're actually phasing into each other. That's not a good sign. In the middle and straight up. That's much better. Probably the best I'll ever get. Wonder if this'll help. Let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? Don't answer that, please. Please. Right, engines up. SAS on. And in 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, it's wobbling so much. Seems to be holding steady for a little longer than it was last time, but nope, not long enough. Yep, I am going to die. I'm sorry, Jebediah. Please run out of solid fuel. I'm basically trying to get him to not hit the ground head first at this point. That'll do it. And revert flight. It really makes you appreciate NASA. Okay, here we go. 3 of these, like this. I don't even know if it helps. Probably not, to be honest. Probably not at all. Okay, 3. Are we still... 3 up at the top. Burning directly onto here. What's these things? Max temperatures 3,400. Just... Actually, I will put them in between. Yeah, that's gonna actually be in contact. That's not good. Okay, this time, I think I've done it. Save and launch. I really should just be trying to come up with something a bit better. Okay, I'm kind of assessing its shakiness. And it's no better whatsoever with the SAS on. Brilliant. These need to launch with this. These need to launch with this. Yep. Okay, launch. I'm gonna try and find out what height I'm actually reaching with this. Seems like a good idea. Okay, there goes the overheat. I am in fact holding the button to stop this. Detach, maybe. I can't even remember the controls. Yep, okay. So like one of them's inverted and one's not, and it's ridiculously confusing. Yeah, the one that makes me go up and down, y-axis I suppose, that's always inverted, and that makes it incredibly difficult. Where did my winglets go? Where? Ah, bollocks, abort flight. Abort, 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 abort. I think I need to be a bit more creative. So what all do I have at my disposal? Little fuel tanks. Bigger fuel tanks. Oh, I don't even have this science things on. Wonderful. How does this help in any way? Okay, that's our decoupler. Nothing in control. This is all we got to work with. Okay, let me check center of mass. Center of lift. Okay. Yeah. Center of thrust. Yeah. It's all pretty much in the middle. So what's with the tilting? Let's just try again. I've run out of creative ideas, so I will simply try again. Here's Jeb, he's died about 3 times today. Jebediah must be adapted from Jesus. Okay. Let's launch. Seems like with winglets. Last I remember seeing winglets, what they did was they turned the ship. Like, you know, they actually moved while they were in the atmosphere. And I completely forgot about staging. See, with these 3 and only these 3, this is working rather well. If I do this, yeah, it is. Okay, let's revert to launch and set up staging. Putting that mystery goo actually did change the center of whatever. Okay. Thrust up, even though it doesn't mark, because we're not launching those engines yet. Let's put all these together. All of these together. And this... Nope, that detaches. Then I can launch the engine, then it all detaches. And the parachute. Okay. And I was trying to find out how high this went and try to get to the moon this episode. And no. A very slight drift, it appears. My god, I think I might have done it. I think it actually did. Jiggles and wobbles, flies. Scene 7 now. Oh my god, it actually has gotten us somewhere. Oh, that's beautiful. Unfortunately, this engine still isn't powerful enough even to stop us from losing velocity there. And this is not going to be enough to get even into space, probably. Review data? Sure, let's transmit that. Plus 2.8 science. That's nice. Okay, let's transmit that too. What's our height? Oh, we're nearing our apoapsis. But the apoapsis is getting further away, that's the important part. And we're only at half fuel. Yeah, but yeah, around half fuel. We still have to do. And now I know not to use my full engine power. Okay, actually I just realised still got to do a turn. And because I'm in darkness, I'm relying entirely on my nav ball here. Let's turn to a 90 degrees mark. Power engines slightly. That's a lot of power just to make sure it's... Yeah, okay, it's definitely going out. I think with this much power-ish, is probably the best use we have for it. It's getting us nowhere. Apoapsis is staying about 6 or 7 seconds away. Suits me. Okay, I think we could do this with more fuel tanks. Almost certainly. How are we getting on? Let's see how far we can push this. Can we push it to obtain orbit? Maybe. Yep, that's an orbit. Alright, so that's the beginnings of our journey to the moon. Let's speed up time. I want to measure a goo when we're further away from the Earth. And this 320 whatever thousand meters should do it. Feels right at home here. Yes, I'm going to keep that data. That's the one I was looking for. Reset the goo. Okay. And now I'm already pointed almost directly towards my retro burn. Okay, that's going to come in fairly fast. So I think I will point us upwards and that will do. Pretty much for a flight. I just have to get us landed on the Earth and recover the vessel. My problem is I don't like landing on the dark side of the Earth. It's dark and you can never really tell how high you actually are. Let's redo this. We're falling fairly quickly. Here we are again. At this point where you really can't see fuck all. Where are we sitting? Let's just do a little spin here. I'm fairly sure we're high enough. Okay, come on, stop spinning, stop spinning. Yeah, we're high enough. And maybe just try and retro burn us a bit. Into a lighter area. May or may not happen. Let's speed up time, because I'm impatient. Yep, still over ocean. Ah, there's a... Whoa, actually I've never been heating up at this altitude before. That's not something I'm keen on. I wonder if there's something in the science area that lets you measure your temperature. Okay, you know what, I think I will simply detach. And maybe at 10,000 fly the drag chute. Okay, 3,000. I was basically using that to make sure that there was no land, which I obviously can't see. Oh fuck. Normally when you're in Time Warp 4 and the parachute opens, it tears it off, so I was just going to make sure I was at Time Warp 1 when we got to about 600 meters. But the land here must be considerably higher than that. Which direction is the sun? Yep. Let's go to ×2. Or ×4. I am really too impatient, aren't I? Oh, fuck! What the hell? What's arrived? The mystery goo. Ah, bollocks. Now we have to just revert, and that entire thing was a waste of time. Firstly, landing on the dark side of the moon. Not fun. Dark side of the Earth. Not fun, not safe. Secondly, time warp needs to be changed into speeding up time rather than actual collisions occurring as if they were at 4 times the speed. Okay. I guess we'll launch again. I know what we'll do. I'll end the episode here. I'll launch. I'll spend 20 minutes wasting my time on trying to get those scientific results again, because I didn't transmit most of them. And I'll see you guys next time. Ah, fuck, I forgot the staging.